Hi. Hi, welcome to TRCD Retro Programming. Um, it's been a couple of weeks since I made a video. I haven't been programming as much. I've still been doing some, but I was playing a game. I was actually playing a game because I got a little tired of programming, but I was still programming in between. And now I'm starting to. I want to get Tales of Suburbia finished, so I've been implementing the save game tape into all of the tapes, and there's 5 game tapes. There are 5 game tapes, a save game tape, and a boot tape with a title screen. And the save game tape feature is vital to playing the game, um, to saving your information. You can't play the game without it. And so uh, we're gonna now when I run this is hobby shop, not hobby shop. This is what is it called? Hallway part 1. Um, so I'm working up the ladder here to try to get all the way through the game and implement the save game feature throughout the entire game. And so far, I did the hobby shop. Now we're in hallway 1. So I want to show you how that works. I'm just going to virtually insert the save game tape. Now, if you had a tape deck back in the 80s like I did, uh, you would hear insert the tape, press play, you'd have to rewind it. It wouldn't be incredibly long. It's just a save game tape. And then I'd hit the space bar and you would hear the motor go, and it kind of sounded, it sounds like you could hear it reading the data. Unlike a disk drive, it had a speaker on it. Obviously, it was a tape deck, and there were 3 wires, and you had to connect all the wires um, into the tape deck itself, and then there was a plug that went into the computer. One wire was for microphone, the other one was for speaker, and another one was for something else, and you could hear it. It sounded like a modem. When you had a modem, you could hear it connecting. Well, it sounds just like that. But on this virtual version, we don't get that. So we're going to go right into the game. And I've made multiple attempts at this video over the past few days. And I'm going to cut this music off. As you know, I have a toggle switch now that cuts the music on and off. Has been added to the keyboard selection. We also have a joystick with a single button, so it's very interactive. And I've been trying to get this video out for several days, and I had so many problems with debugging this. It was as bad as the last time, probably worse. But I think everything's all there now. We have active boundaries, so you can't go through the bed or the walls, and we have an exploratory feature. So for example, I can look at my bed, I can look in the mirror. This is set up to be like a virtual type 3D adventure game. And actually, the idea came from Commodore games, as well as IBM PC games, other platforms. It's game consoles. This is it's like a splash, a little bit of everything. The only thing we don't have on the TRS-80 1 and 2 here, color computers, is a lot of colors. So I only had these 3 colors to work with. If they had a full palette of 8 colors, it would have been a lot better. But There's nothing I can do about that. So the only thing we can do in this room here is to look in the dresser. But you want to explore everything here in this game. So I found the lock combination, alright, and you know, I'm having a problem here with this again now. I thought I had addressed this, and I did, but apparently it's something that got overlooked here. And if you will just stay with me for a minute here, I'm going to correct that. It's just been endless problems with this. Now, if I look at my keyboard map, I should be getting an inventory. I just wanted to look at the inventory, but it's directed at going somewhere else, apparently. And it's directed at going to the wrong line number. So first I need to fix, and every time I think I'm ready to make a video, this happens. So let me just fix this. This should be going to 477. And instead I had line 107 going to 477, and I don't know why. So I'm going to check this to make sure everything is pointing in the right place. So it should, 106 should be going to 344, not 106. 107 should be going to 344, not 477. 344 points to the display inventory, and 477, love that, 477 goes to quit and save. So if I list scores, okay, inventory goes to 344 now, and quit and save goes to quit and save. So I'm going to have to run this over again, and it's like hopefully that is it for bugs, or I'm going to have to make this video over again, which I don't want to do. I've already tried this several times already, and it's getting annoying. There's just been riddled with problems. And, you know, these each, I'm going to cut this music off, first of all, so you can hear me talk, but each of these tapes, or if it came on disc, you would have 5 discs, 5 game discs, a save disc, and a boot disc, title screen, okay? And so each of these, it's 500 lines per stage. So when you're doing 500 lines times 5 tapes plus the boot tape, we're talking like 3,000 lines. So when I start running into problems like this, it's very frustrating. And that's why I just want to get through this game and come out the other end in one piece. And it's been, this has been in the works for a couple of years now, I believe, on and off. And so we have a lock combination, but for some reason it's not showing that I have a rocket, which is another problem. Our score is not right either. So obviously I haven't worked out all the bugs, but I'm going to have to do that on my own time here. I know that now I have other problems that need to be addressed, and I'm not going to bore you with those details. It's because the save game tape got corrupted when I was transitioning it from the first stage, and that's the reason I'm having so many problems. I had to make a now what is it called? A manual version of the tape, of the save game tape, because I was adding features, and if you've ever used taping, you have to, if it has to be exactly the same each time when you save it and when you read it. It has to have the exact same number of lines, and it has to be in the same order. It's very difficult. You can't have there's no room for error, and that's what's causing all these technical issues. But I think once I get past this stage, I know what to expect for the next ones, and I could get through the game pretty fast. So we're going to go in here in the bathroom, and as you notice, the graphics are very good. Even though it's low res, and each room has its own theme song, okay? And I tried to incorporate everything that I knew from game platforms, this particular computer itself, and IBM platforms and things like that, and make a unique version of the color computer one that would appeal to people nowadays, and home brewing. And they do the same thing with all of the old platforms. So I'm putting a new spin on these things, and we're just going to navigate around the bathroom a little bit and explore and see what I can find in here, but I'm not finding much. There's nothing we can really do in there. So say we're tired now and we have other things to do, but we're going to play the game later. All you do is press Q for quit. You'll be prompted to insert the save game tape. So I'm going to do that now virtually. And so it's going to override our previous save game tape. If you're using an emulator, just put yes. If this was real hardware, you would just rewind it and things like that, and then hit record and record over it. And disk is probably a lot more efficient, but I'm not familiar with this disk format at all. But our game has been saved. Okay, so so now it's the next day, or it's later on. We have time to play our game. We're gonna insert the tape that we were using, and if we insert the wrong tape, it'll notify us of that, and it will end the program and tell you which tape you're supposed to insert. But here we're inserting the correct tape, which is tape 2. And then I'm just going to hit the space bar, and we're going to go back into the game in the bathroom, the same place we were before. We're standing in the same position, Um, the only thing we have to do is kill the music again if we don't want it, but we have the same items, and we have the same score as when we left off, and that's it. So it functions perfectly well. Um, if you want to see it again, okay, now let's say we go over here and we're in our sister's room now. We're looking around for clues. Alright. And these graphics are very close to a cross between the NES game platform, the Super Nintendo gaming platform, the TRS-80 platform, Commodore 64, and PC. It's all merged into one here. It's what I'm really trying to do. So if we're tired now, we look in here, we cut the game off, we press quit. One more time, gonna insert that save game tape, and press space, and it does all the work for you. Game saved. Next time you want to play the game, just insert the correct game tape. You're prompted to reinsert the save game tape. And then once we do that, we hit the space bar. We go right back into our sister's room. No messing around. We're standing in the same spot with the same items and the same score. And that's it. So anytime you feel like quitting and saving, you don't have to play the whole game at once. And that's it. I should be finishing this game within the next few weeks. And I tried without success to set up a website. I tried to use a free website, but it didn't have, it wasn't designed for file sharing, and I don't know how to set up a website with file sharing that's free of charge. A lot of them you have to pay for, and I don't want to pay for it. So I have no idea how I'm going to get these games to you, but if anybody has any tips on setting up a website that doesn't cost anything, and you can do just a one-page website that does file sharing, let me know. I don't know where else to place these games, but I want people, my viewers, to be able to play them. So if anybody can help out, let me know. I don't know if the TRS-80 archive will accept uploads. I think they might. I think I might explore that option. Um, you know, it's just going to be freeware, shareware. The only thing, you would get all of the tapes. Then you would get instructions on a separate Word file or something like that, and people can play them. And whenever I'm successful, I want to start with Ghost Saga, which is just it's just a a very short, um, like a mini game. It's just a short game, but I know a lot of you have been watching these videos pretty religiously, and I want you guys to play this stuff, and instead of just watching it all the time. So I'm gonna keep you posted about that. See if I can get them put up on the TRC archive, starting with Ghost Saga, and then this game will follow, and then Ultimate. Anything else, that'll probably be it for me as far as games go. Um, so I'm going to end this. I'm just glad I was able to work through those bugs at the beginning. I've tried this all week long, and it just kept giving me more and more problems, and now it's pretty straightened out. So I can move on to the next hallway stage, and then link the whole game together, which is basically what I'm trying to do right now. So thank you for watching, and if anybody wants to say anything, go ahead, as long as it's positive. And if you want to ask any questions, go right ahead. I usually answer most emails that I get. I can't answer every single one, but I do read them all. So I will see you guys probably over the weekend or early next week with another video. So thank you for watching and take care. Have a good day.